Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Heather. For any of you who don't know me, I handle like autoimmune, dentures, random stuff. I always like to do facts and all of that. So if you're interested, you can always subscribe. If you want to get notifications, you gotta click that tiny little bell button and click all, so you get my notifications, because I do drop a video every day at 9 a.m. So this is just a quick vlog, let you guys know what's going on since it's been a minute since I did one of these. It's been kind of hard. I don't know if it's because normally during season change with autoimmune, maybe not everybody, but I know I definitely do, and I know a lot of people that do. When season changes, we end up in a flare-up. And what I mean by a flare-up is that we get like flu-like symptoms. No, it's not COVID. If that was the case, I've had COVID for like 20 years. But it's like you're so exhausted. Like, you're even exhausted thinking about being exhausted. Like, I'll get up in the morning, and in an hour, I'm so weak, I can't move my bones. Like, literally, I've been like this all day, and I've been cuddling my Eeyore doll. I'm just so weak, and I don't understand. I mean, I do have 5 vitamin deficiencies that I'm hoping they already had in check. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I'm hoping I don't have internal bleeding again, because that sucks. Especially finding out where. I'm starting to get GI symptoms again. That's why I think that it's probably a flare-up. Also, if I lay down a lot, I can end up getting like a lot of heartburn. I have a bad esophageal issue, so nobody that doesn't know who I am. It's not just heartburn. My autoimmune disease has attacked my entire body, and scleroderma is overproduction of collagen, which means it tightens you so much, it basically turns you to stone. And there's no cure, there's no medication, there's none of that. And they did put me on an autoimmune suppressant for like 6 to 8 months, but it caused me to get dentures because it caused massive bone infection, which went down to my upper teeth, and that's why my upper teeth are fake and I wear a denture. So I'm really not on any meds besides nerve medication for my small fiber neuropathy. Pain meds if I need them, which they don't work, let's be real. And I'm on Dexalon. Dexalon is a PPI medication that's supposed to control the acid. Now, I overproduce acid, and when you're stressed, for any human being, you produce like 3 to 5 times more acid when you're stressed out. So, I mean, I'm not really like stressed out where it would cause that, I guess. I mean, I'm stressed, let's be real, but not to this extreme. So, when it comes to my esophagus, it shrinks and gets smaller, and it tightens where I can't really swallow food, which that's been a problem. The last 48 hours has been a pain in the ass to swallow anything. Even my tiny little capsules of pills, I can't really swallow well. It takes like a bottle of water, an actual full bottle of water to drink, to take down one pill. But when it comes to flare-ups, you get overly exhausted. It's like you feel like every ounce of energy has been sucked out of you. And you get all over body pain. And I don't mean like body aches like you would if you had the flu or something like that. It's like in your joints, it's in your bones. I get bone pain a lot. I actually have lesions in my bones. Which I probably should see a doctor again for that. I'm supposed to, but I figured the last doctor treated me like shit, so why bother? But it's just been a lot. It's been hard. And I know I'm always so positive. I'm always so upbeat. But home-wise, I'm going through a lot. Because I have to pay for my surgery, which is not easy when you have rent to pay, and a single mom. So that's been an issue. It's just a lot. So yeah, maybe it's because I'm run down. I also have insomnia. The pain's pretty bad, but I don't sleep much. I get like a few hours of sleep, which is another reason why I'm probably so damn exhausted. But to be this exhausted is a different level. Like, it literally hurts just to move my arm. So, I know a lot of people with autoimmune always tell me, they always have problems during season change, and it is hard. When your body, it's like people with arthritis. For everybody out there who's watching this that has arthritis, they know with season change or when it's too cold or too humid, like especially with my knees. I've had problems in arthritis in my knees for years and years and years. And when season change, or especially when it's too cold, my knees will hurt so bad I can barely walk. It's kind of like that, but your entire body, because an autoimmune. An autoimmune is a disease that's your immune system. It's in your immune system. There's no other way to say that. And, Lord, guys, it's ridiculous. People think, oh, autoimmune disease, just take vitamin C. First of all, that's very acidic. Second of all, vitamin C boosts the immune system, but if you boost your immune system, you're boosting your disease. That's why there's autoimmune suppressants. If it suppresses your immune system, it'll suppress your disease. But I can't do that after what happened, and I almost died. And there's no way in hell I'm going to risk my life and probably lose something else or die, because I literally almost died, and I ended up with dentures. And I was on antibiotics for half a year. So there's no way in hell I'm going back to an autoimmune suppressant. And I know I'm supposed to see my scleroderma doctor already. I didn't go last week, given my son wasn't feeling good. So, and given what's going on in my town right now, yeah, I don't feel like leaving my house anytime soon. But I think that, it's Russian roulette when you have an autoimmune disease. Especially in my position, because if you take, many people, doctors will be like, here, take an autoimmune suppressant. They don't tell them the risk factors. Or they say it's rare and it's probably never going to happen to you. After like 8 months, 6 months of taking it, I almost died. So it is very possible. There's black label warning. It can kill you. It's suppressing your immune system. It can very much kill you. Some people, yes, it helps. Yes, there's success for many people with an autoimmune suppressant, but not everybody. And I was one of those people. So you can't really, there's no medication for my diseases. There isn't. And you pretty much run its course. All they can do is manage the symptoms and see what they can do to sort of help or slow it down, but they really can't. But shit's not easy. At all. And it's hard because I felt bad today. My oldest son wanted to go somewhere to go play with his gaming people. And I always do everything for my kids. Like, no matter how shitty I feel, I always do everything I can because I don't want my diseases or shitty life to ruin their childhood. So I do everything I can to make them happy. And for them to have happiness and have a good childhood, like, I go above and beyond. More than probably most parents that are healthy that would do. But today my son wanted to go over to the gaming place, and I was like, no, I'm way too tired. He's like, Mommy, but I'm old enough to do it myself. What's going on in my town right now? And the college kids destroyed it. I don't really want him going anywhere without me right now. But he ends up throwing a fit. Like, dude, really? No. It's not a responsible way of handling it if your case is being responsible. Like, he's like, oh, I'm being responsible. Not if you're throwing a fit, buddy. But I feel bad because me being so weak and so tired prevents him from going to his gaming place. Yeah, it's only one day, as I try to get him to understand and them to realize that in life, the people you love and you care about, you put them first. You have to understand what they go through and be there for them. And that's what I try to teach my kids, to have empathy and to care about people and to, be understanding what people go through. And it's like, I get he's stuck inside because this whole COVID thing. I get all that. Trust me, I understand that. Most people get it, especially people that are extroverts. But sometimes, it's hard to get him to be understanding of what I go through. And getting them to appreciate that no matter how much I'm in pain, I do everything for them. As much as I can to make them happy. And that's what I think, it's probably I'm run out. because for the last few days I've done so much with them, and to try to give them, some happiness and enjoy their days and do all that. Because let's face it, quarantine has ruined everybody's life. Sick or not, it has. And a lot of places aren't in quarantine anymore. It really depends politically, obviously, but it depends, the area, the extremeness, or just depending on the rules and laws of that state and that city. But it's like I feel bad when I don't get to take them where they want to go or give them happiness because they don't have their friends, and I understand that. I know it's not easy for them. I know it's harder. When he was at that, gaming place, he's able to talk to all of his friends. I mean, he can do that here, but it's not like going to a gaming place and you could talk to everybody in one shot and all that. So it just sucks. It really does. And that could be another problem why I'm sick too, because, well, not sick, but in a flare-up, because when you're stuck inside, you start to get depressed. And I'm not depressed, but I'm anxious because I'm tired of being stuck at home. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Just because things that we have to do in life doesn't mean we're gonna like it. We're not gonna like everything we have to do, and that's just part of adulthood and part of life. But it's not easy to be a parent. It's not easy to be a parent that is a single parent, or it's not easy to be a parent with medical issues. It's not easy to be a parent in general, but when you have a lot you have to deal with, it's not easy. But without my kids, I would not have been here. I definitely would have not fought so hard for my life and for my mind and, for my health, just because I'm all they have. And I know if something happened to me, they would end up with people that they don't like and they don't want to be with. And I do anything for my kids. Who wouldn't? Any good parent would. But it definitely made me sad seeing my son so hurt that he couldn't go where he wanted to go because I didn't feel good. And that's the one thing I prevent most of all, is to not let my disease or how I feel ruin it. But I try to get him to explain, I'm not going to be this extremely tired forever. But they just have to be understanding and be patient, just like I am with them. And just be understanding. Sometimes mommy needs sleep and needs a break. And I still cook dinner. I still play games with them. I still do all of that. I just can't really walk long distance. Not only that, is my knee's still really messed up. But I'm already so weak, and I'm afraid that if I get really weaker as I'm moving around outside further away from home, that I'm going to end up passing out or something's going to happen. So when I'm this weak, I don't really like to go out because I worry. I don't want my kids to deal with that. I don't want to scare them. I know this vlog is a little weird. Sorry. You guys are more or less my family of YouTube. And I'd rather, pour it out to you guys. Because I know a lot of you are understanding. And it's like writing to my diary, but I'm talking to you guys. So I'm hoping I feel better. I probably have to do blood work to see what's going on. It could very much be a flare-up. It happens most of the time with season change. Normally summers are shit show for me. I fall apart so bad because of small fiber neuropathy. My body can't handle heat. But the weather hasn't been too bad lately. That's why I think it's because we're switching over to fall. Or one of my vitamin deficiencies are... They went from B12 to they went every week for 8 weeks. And now they're doing it once a month. And I have a funny feeling they're going to have to keep doing it every week. Because I think that's the one that's causing all of this. So... I don't know. I get my B12 shot, I think this Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's going to make me tired. I'm supposed to have my iron infusion too this week. which I have to reschedule because it's literally the same time as my B12. And I'd rather have B12 done first, even though my iron's almost depleted. It's just so much going on, guys, and it's really hard to keep track of everything. And sometimes you just want to break from your body and your mind, but you don't get to have that at all. But I don't know, I'm just exhausted. I'm super exhausted. Doesn't help I have insomnia either. And I push myself. And the reason why I push myself is because of my kids. But I mean, like, I push myself to where I should take days to relax. But I don't want to disappoint them. They've had so much disappointment in their life from other people. And I can't let them down. Maybe one day I'll explain to you guys what have happened. I don't know if I want to put that out on YouTube. So maybe my support channel I probably will. But they've gone through a lot. A lot of it they blocked out and they don't remember, which I'm grateful for. But I don't like to disappoint them because they mean the world to me. And I'd give up anything for them. So, I mean, even if I'm exhausted and do whatever, I always do whatever I can to make memories with them. Because you don't know what life holds. You don't. You don't know what's going to happen. Nothing is promised. Tomorrow is never promised. So I always try to make them happy that in the moment. And we have fun. And we make things and we do things. And, you know, whether it's crafts or board games or, you know, walking around and just browsing through stores and parks or whatever. Like, I always try to make the best out of things. Because I don't want them to ever forget me. And, yeah. So I'm going to stop this since this is long and I'm sorry. I had to get it out and vent it out. But I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day or night whenever you guys watch this. Have a good day all. God bless and stay safe. Later, guys.